How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing my review for episode 3 of The Flash season 9, which was titled Rogues of War. We continue the final season, 10 episodes left. Pretty interesting stuff, pretty crazy. And the next couple episodes are going to be the Mask of the Red Death storyline. And it looks pretty intense because this episode, where it ended off, we finally have learned the identity of Red Death. And obviously, I already knew, and a lot of other people knew, who Red Death was going to be, at least in the Arrowverse. Obviously, it was Batwoman, Ryan Wilder, instead of Bruce Wayne, which obviously Red Death normally is. And, I mean, you know, it would have been cool if it was Bruce Wayne, but they can't do that, obviously, the CW. But it was still a relatively neat reveal, so I do want to talk about that briefly. The suit continues to look solid. It looks solid. That one moment where you have Red Death walking through kind of the mist, the fog. That was pretty cool, and the symbol kind of lights up. It was pretty awesome, to be honest. It was pretty cool looking. I really enjoyed that, how the symbol looked on the chest there. And obviously, she gets to say the iconic line, "I'm vengeance," at the very end of the episode. It was also pretty awesome to hear that. Not as good as Robert Pattinson, but it was still pretty solid. But overall, we kind of have a team-up episode. Red Death and her not metas, they're not, Captain Boomerang's not rogues. They are trying to get a cosmic treadmill of sorts, and obviously Barry has to try and stop this, and he gets a group together. We see Hartley Rathaway yet again. Obviously, he was in the last episode, and I really enjoyed him in the last episode, and I was happy to see him in that episode, and I'm happy to see him in this episode yet again. It's pretty awesome stuff. He really fits, like, I feel like he should be a member of Team Flash, to be honest. He really fits the vibe, and I feel like if you removed Chester and, like, Allegra, these Team Flash characters I don't really give a crap about, and you'd kind of put Hartley Rathaway in there instead of them, it would have been kind of cool. Although he is an asshole in this episode. He doesn't kill people anymore. He's not really a villain anymore, of course. But oh my gosh, in this episode, he's an asshole. I gotta tell you that much. It's kind of funny though. He's kind of bratty almost. He's kind of a brat, to be honest. Then I also have Jocko Birch, who I think he actually first appeared in like season 4, but then he showed up in season 8, I think. And we see him again in this episode. And he's fun. And he's a fun character. And then it was cool to see Goldface again. I really liked Goldface in this episode as well. I thought he was cool. He has a nice swagger to him. He's a cool freaking character, I gotta say. And I wish we saw more of him. Maybe we'll see more of him. But at the end of this episode, we might see Jocko and Goldface and Hartley in the other episodes dealing with, because it's going to be a 2-part episode, the Mask of the Red Death storyline, episodes 4 and 5, apparently. So I'm really excited for that, because it does appear that maybe we'll see more of them in the other episodes, and I think that would be pretty awesome, to be honest. Because yeah, I really enjoyed them in this episode. And also Mark's on this team that Barry puts together, and Mark basically becomes a villain in this episode straight up. He betrays Barry and starts kind of work. I mean, he doesn't really work with the Rogues, but he obviously wants to bring Caitlin back, or Frost back rather. And it's just it's kind of a complex situation, but I don't know, Mark, he's kind of bothering me. I got to tell you that much. Mark is kind of bothering me, and I didn't really like him in this episode. I don't know if I've ever really liked his character, to be honest. I mean, there's definitely worse characters that the show's had, but I don't know. He doesn't really match my vibe. But yeah, I thought overall this is probably... Oh, we also got to see the Rogue Murmur, a new version of Murmur. And she wasn't really in the episode that much. She doesn't talk, obviously. She wasn't really in the episode that much, but I did want to briefly mention that. She was the 3rd Rogue that is working with Red Death, and obviously the Fiddler and Captain Boomerang. So that's pretty cool stuff. I think the design looks pretty awesome, I'll tell you that much, from Murmur. She looks pretty cool, and I definitely liked that. Pretty scary stuff. And I liked that. But yeah, I liked that it was kind of a team-up episode with these kind of misfits characters. It was very weird characters that they chose to kind of put together in this group with Barry. Goldface, Jocko Birch. But I liked Hartley. It's kind of like a ragtag team, Ocean's 11 type of thing. I've never seen Ocean's 11. I'm just making that reference for, I don't know. I imagine that's what it's like. Right, guys? I don't know. I need to see it, though. But, yeah, I liked the episode. I would probably say it is, the best episode of the season so far. Granted, there's only been 3 episodes, so not much competition. But I feel, honestly, we also got to see more Khione in this episode. She was a big part of last episode, this new kind of version of Caitlin. Forgot about that as well. She's, Danielle Panabaker's acting. I really like this new version of Caitlin, I guess you could say. Although I want Caitlin back and Frost back. I want them back because, they're better than Khione. I hate to tell you, but they are. But yeah, a pretty solid episode. I don't have too many negatives with it. I mean, it was all right. It didn't blow me away necessarily, but it definitely gets me hyped for the upcoming episodes. Mask of the Red Death. Looks pretty awesome, I gotta tell you. But of course, I need to hear your thoughts on the episode down in the comments below, because I'm definitely interested to see what you guys have to say. What are your thoughts on Red Death? I think it's pretty cool. She's pretty cool. And, it being Ryan Wadler makes sense, obviously, for the Arrowverse. I mean, there's really no other way they could do it. They couldn't do it with Bruce Wayne. Just wouldn't have worked out. But yeah, let me hear your thoughts on this episode down in the comments below. And if you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.